My name is Ariel and I'm 7 years old. The book I'm reviewing today is The Girl with Sense. So let me start with now. Girls that don't have sense do all these things like, oh my goodness, they show the inside body, and that's not good because you're supposed to protect your body and put it, and you're supposed to cover it with your clothes. And now, if you're wearing a skirt now, it has to reach your knee or on your knee. You don't wear crop tops and go out to the park and play and do all these gymnastics because you can just show your breast and your private part, and that's not good. Also, girls with no sense do some things like, oh, I'm just going to rely on a boy and all now. So if you rely on a boy now, if the boy now loves another girl, you now feel angry and disappointed that the boy didn't like you. At first, you shouldn't have even been liking the boy. You shouldn't have even been like You can have a friend that's a boy, but don't be relying on him like, oh, you're taking me to school today. Except it's your father. Another thing that girls with no sense do is like they don't control their emotions. So if the girl in sense that don't control their emotions always get hard consequences, and girls with that have no emotion just are like scattered around like peas on the floor. So another thing that girls with no sense do is that they have more screen than physical time. So now, like, all these teen girls that have phones, they always use the phone more and be on it. And now, if they now have a child and they still have a phone, they know that, and they still know from that teen age that, oh, it's fine, I can always be having my phone. But instead, girls with sense use the phone less and have more physical time, like going to the shop, having some yoga and something like that. Another thing that girls with no sense do is like, oh, now they don't follow their values. So now I'm just coming back from university. I'm going to go back home, and another friend just said, oh, hello, can you meet me at can we go to my house together? You've not calculated if you need to do it, and you've not even asked your parents. You just go. That's somebody that have no sense, because do you even know that person? Do you know if they're going to do something to that person to you? So now, girls with sense always do a lot of creative activities, and they're not hanging about with the phone. Another thing that girls with sense, they cover the body. And they cover their body to protect the private parts and the inner body. Another thing that girls with sense do is that they follow their values. And when they want to go and do something, like go and have like a date, they ask that person that they want to go and have the date with, and they ask their parents first. And they have to check with their values before they even go. Because what if that person wants to just threaten you now? So even if you're still like a little, not an old teenager, but like a young teenager, like 11, 12, you still have to ask your grown-ups. I mean, grown-ups have to be with you. Except you've grown to get into an adult in like 19, 20, but still you need to ask your parents. Another thing that girls with sense do is that they always check on like their mom and dads, and they don't just forget about them now, because now teenagers sometimes just think, oh, I'm free, I can do anything I want to do. That is not what girls with sense do. Girls with sense always remember, oh, I need to do this and I can't just hang about. I still need to be under control. Even adults now, sometimes the mummies and daddies are still alive, so they have to still be under control with their mummies and daddies, or they're under control of mentors. So that's why you always have to really have a girl with sense. Or there's lots of things that can be way in your trouble. Thank you for listening. Bye.